Hello everyone, welcome to channel Duello. I have another Gwent content for you, and we are approaching the end of Elf season, and a new patch will arrive probably tomorrow, or even arrive for you if you're watching this a bit later than I recorded. And the patch will bring a lot of changes to the game, including the Syndicate and Line Pocket deck. Well, I have shot several videos regarding this deck. I played different versions of it. I'm still gonna play it today and show you a couple of sample games. I believe this is the most optimized version, but after the patch this is going to be redundant. But you know, this deck was fun to play, and it wasn't really unfun to play against either. So, but it was overpowered. So, some cards were ridiculously powerful. So I think CDPR is making the right call with the changes, and let's talk about them first. And what are the obvious two changes here? One of them is Cleaver. This card has become really more powerful than everybody thought first. Everybody was kind of aware that this card was strong, but it even performed better than everybody expected. And what will be the change here? The 2 armor will be gone. Well, that's not gonna, make things different in terms of points, but in terms of survivability, it's gonna be a huge factor. Because when you usually play Cleaver and then put Shakedown on him, he goes to 5, and without armor, there are a lot of spells like Nature's Rebuke, Alzur's Thunder. Bronze spells will be able to kill him, and that's a big deal. But still, if you have like 4 coins in the bank after playing Cleaver, you can produce 2 Cleaver's muscles, and that's going to be a 15-point play, and you're going to create still a pocket for your tunnel drill. So I think this is still a very good card, and he's going to be played. It's just that he's going to be more vulnerable. And then what about the other change? Well, the other change is going to be for Halfling Safecracker, and I totally agree with this change, because Safecracker was just a ridiculously powerful bronze card for 5 provisions. Well, deploy boost up by 1 for each crime in your hands, and he could come into play like 7 or 8 power, so that was really a good deal. And but on top of that, having Intimidate, this card could go as well as up to 12 power, and that was really overpowered. And especially in the first round with Novigradian Justice, you are pretty much guaranteed to win the round. And if Syndicate is playing on red coin, well, yeah, you usually win uneven with the Safecrackers, but not anymore, because Safecracker is losing the Intimidate tag, and it's just gonna be like that Nilfgaard card that comes into play with the tactic cards in your hand. So he's gonna lose a lot of value. You still can summon him from your deck with Justice, but I'm not sure I will keep playing him, but we'll see. These are just assumptions. We still have to test these cards out with the updated versions, but I doubt he will be played, because there are some alternative Crown Splitters, and this is gonna actually be a big deal, because this deck is gonna lose its first round power, that intimidating power as seen in the tag. So things are gonna be definitely different. And there is another change, and that's on Horsan. Well, this is actually not a nerf but a buff for Horsan Jr. Well, with Devotion, you're gonna be able to hit any unit by 6, not just boosted units. So this is gonna really reward Syndicate for playing Devotion. So I totally expect a change in not using Oneiromancy and Heatwave, instead using Vivaldi Bank. And using Vivaldi Bank will create some provision spots, and I will definitely try to create a viable deck with this strategy. And yeah, you just have to wait a couple of days to see the outcome. Anyway, so let's get to the content here. I'm gonna be showing you a couple of games with this deck. I found a lot of success with this list right now, and this list is again running Siggy, so you need to have 5 different ganks, so that's why you need to build your deck considering that. And you have 5 different decks here, gang tags here, and I am not running Heatwave, and that is a risky move. Obviously, I mean, I can't deal with Masquerade Ball, and but I have Tavern Brawl, and Tavern Brawl could be really great against specific decks. I'm not going to go and talk about each card in this deck, but I'm just gonna talk about general strategy. Well, there is a different thing that I'm doing here is instead of using Fizztech Tracker, I'm using Mutated Hounds, and then Mutated Hounds is a Salamandra. So thanks to that, I'm not using Assault, which is really a bad card. And instead I can use Payday, and Eavesdrop is a pretty good and fixer card, so it's gaining you Profit Fi, and then you dump one of the bad cards to the end of your deck. I really like it. So those are pretty good, and I don't have Kurt or other alternative inclusions here, or I mean, some people are using Soul. I find it a bit ridiculous. Still, the deck is running Philippa and Flying Redanian. I mean, these are cards that you shouldn't, you know, mess with. So that's the lineup. Thanks to Tavern Brawl, I'm usually winning mirror matchups. Really struggling against Araka Swarm. Against Skellige, it really depends on whether the opponent is able to draw more Quark or not, because if they can't deal with Cleaver, I mean, you could, you know, 2-0 the opponents. Against Nilfgaard, again, could struggle without using a Heatwave, but still, I mean, you can create a big tempo play with Cleaver, and then create a lot of bodyguards. I mean, the opponent will try to fill the pockets with spies and so on, but still, I mean, I am able to play drill at least for 2 points fee to damage to, so it's not that bad against Nilfgaard. And against, let's say, average decks, this deck dominates. I mean, there's really no matchup, I mean, that could deal with all these, you know, damage cards, point slams, and so on. So it was really good playing this deck, so I'm saying goodbye to it, and hopefully we'll play a different version of it in the next season. And let's move to the sample games here, and I hope you like these. I played these games at really high MMRs, and the opponents were in top 200 players. One of them was actually, I think, 20 something like that, so those were pretty good games in my opinion. So hopefully you'll learn some strategies or something like that, and see you at the end of the video. Okay, so it's Witchers.
I'm a dwarf of
This is normally a favorite matchup for me, but it really depends on which Geralt card they're using. The hand looks pretty good, especially compared to the previous game. Don't know if I'll show that to you guys or not. And they have a Spander. The thing is, I don't have, only have 3 crimes. I mean, I would send Hounds, but you know, it complements Fizztech. I'll just keep this and start with Gatecracker.
It requires patience.
Only 3 crimes, pretty bad. Adapt. Not great news for me.
I know, I'm on it.
I'm not gonna play Furko, could be useful later. Instead I will just use the Justice here. And I should have put this in the back row. Why did I do that? The opponent is having some connection problems. I'm playing into Yrden, by the way, but you know, if he plays it in the first round, I guess that's not such a big deal. It's a big deal though if he wins an even. I'm concerned about the health of this game, because I'm seeing a lot of connection error messages here, and that usually ends up with the opponent disconnecting altogether. Here comes target practice. That's nice for poison target. Although this guy could, you know, turn that back into the Griffin Witcher adept again. But during that process, obviously, he's gonna lose some points. Yeah, still worth a try. Or maybe I should be more patient and play Shakedown, or go for mutated hounds. A Shakedown and mutated hounds. Yeah, that could be an option actually. Yeah, let's do that. I don't want to play into Geralt of Rivia either. Actually, if I play 2 more crimes, this guy will be 9. Now the opponent is thinking about converting the adepts or not. This could be a bluff by me, but it isn't. I really would like to increase my coin count. Here comes Quen, and very early Quen. It looks like he gave up on the round, or will he? Yeah, I guess so. Well, let's use the opportunity and poison that. Looks like a pass. He got 1 carryover. Okay, he's not giving up. That's fine.
The wonders of projectiles and ranged weaponry.
I'm gonna over profit a bit. Not a bit, actually 2 coins. Maybe I could play Sea Jacket first. But if I do that, you know, I'm gonna click on this, it's gonna go to 6. If Griffin Witcher hits it, it's gonna go back to 5, and a Boiling Oil could kill it, and that's... I don't want to do that. So I think over profiting is fine here. Here comes the Redanian. I really didn't understand why he played Griffin Witcher here. If the opponent puts Veil or something like that, you know, I could steal it. There probably isn't need to do that. Okay. Here comes Assault.
Has yet to speak its last.
The opponent isn't giving up. Another Griffin Witcher. So I think
Can't see it getting any better than this.
I could be stealing that, but I'm on red coin, I'm on blue coin. Really not desirable.
If the ring won't come off, just take the whole
I'm gonna
finger.
play like this. If he double pings it and then play Boiling Oil, I guess that's fine. Not the end of the world. It's not fine, obviously. Poor Jin.
No audiences.
I couldn't see Prince Ansei play. Coming up next because of the Royal Guards here. I'm gonna at least, get rid of the armor that the guard will give and go back to 9 coins. If the opponent plays Prince Ansei, I'm gonna steal the Griffin Witcher. Although Witcher will hit for 3. And here comes Leo.
No, I never underwent mutation. I'm still a Witcher, damn it.
That is a lot of points. Well, I had to do that. Otherwise, I would have lost an even. And the opponent played some crucial cards in the meantime. Lost both of the Witchers, although they are bronze. It looks like Vesemir Mentor isn't on the menu, and that's pretty good actually. Tavern Brawl will probably find value here. Do I bleed here? Or just prefer a longer round? I think I need to bleed here. And I need another. Muscle here. Because this will get locked. There's no doubt in my mind. I'm gonna play Siggy next, go to 9 coins, and then Oneiromancy into... What is it? The big guy. 10.
To hit the mark, we aim above the mark.
Oneiromancy into Drill.
Lots of prior experience. Worked with idiots my whole life.
Mentor. I see a really pretty good Tavern Brawl there. This is gonna hit for 5, go back to 6, and then it's gonna go back to 1. During the process I will lose 2 coins. No, actually 1 coin. Oh, that's not a big deal. Maybe I should spend for 4. Yeah, I think I should do that, and then I can use Fist Stack to go back to a full coin. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so a 10-point Tavern Brawl here. And opponent connection lost once again. No, Margarita yet. Eldar.
One of you must know the answer, sure.
The sticks spin around and smash you.
I think this is a good drill here. I know this is a waste, but, well, actually, it isn't, because he played Leo. But, I mean, the leader is important, so let's do that. Here comes a margarita. And,
I'll gladly help if I live to see it.
this is gonna play for what, 5? Yeah. And 5 is not that a big number, actually. I mean, it's gonna profit for 5. I'm gonna use 4 coins. And it's not gonna carry over to the next round, so there really is no point, is there? But I will probably trade this for a gold card or something like that, or the leader. It is an interesting choice. So yeah, let's poison that.
Get out your foul face, baby.
Okay, let's see if he's gonna make up the points here. Revia Geralt. It's gonna kill
That's your lucky day.
Beaver. And if that is Witcher 3, I think it should be enough. Yep. 5, 15, and the leader. Hopefully full leader, yeah. Okay, operation accomplished.
Time to reap, a time to sow.
Okay, this is pretty bad. Well, where are you guys? Uh-oh. And amazing hand.
No reason. Understood.
It's alright, we're alone here, just between us.
At least we got this.
Why did the train on the cone? I hate it.
He used 2 amphibious assaults, right? So I think
Can use this. Not sure for what just yet, but
it should be enough. Yeah. Well, thank God for that card. Okay. Drawing Jack would have been better. Still, it worked. Okay, let's play one more game. Okay, so this is really a bad matchup for me, but one good thing is I'm playing on red coin. Still, Araka Swarm is really on a favorite matchup. When I'm playing Araka Swarm, I mean I win like 90% of the games against blind pockets. So the odds are really against me. This is a pretty good first round hand. I think I should get rid of Justice here. Although I'm afraid to draw the boat. Okay, it's... Here comes Nest. I mean, should I just, you know, try to force my opponent? I mean, I could save Justice for the next round. It's gonna, you know, make a lot of points. How many crimes do I have? 1, 2, 3. That's not a lot actually. Not a lot of crimes in hand. No, it's actually 4. I forgot about Tavern Brawl, and Tavern Brawl is pretty much useless here. What I could do is I can Onirimancy for Halfling Safecracker, but that is kinda risky. So I think it's best that, you know, I just get this over with.
Is a knife.
So Tavern Brawl is obviously a bad card against Araka Swarm. At most 5 or 6 points worth. But if I find a target here... Okay, so this is a really odd inclusion. You don't need to, you know, dilute your deck with this crap. Why would you put that? Doesn't make sense at all. Okay, let's just increase our coin count here. And then I can play 1 tower. Yep. This played for 2, right? Okay, so this is a circus deck. Obviously these are really bad inclusions. I mean, this kind of deck building usually loses to most decks, most meta decks. What is this really? I mean, Striga rarely will find dominance. I mean, at least you could have used the drone, but yeah, I think I had dominance after all. Still very weird. So let's keep here and get the boat out. I will play Jackal later afterwards. And then, you know, pump up some points with using coins, probably this deck. Okay, what's there to think about?
Can use this. Not sure for what just yet.
This is enough. So the opponent probably has a pretty good hand to defend. Also, why would you put Knickers here? Okay, thinning is nice and all. Will I find poison targets? Highly doubt that. So I have access to drill, but playing drill at the right time is really important. Let's start with cleavers, like the last game, and prepare the pocket for drill. This is gonna get locked. I don't have Kurt, unfortunately.
Our work is
When I'm playing this deck, I'm kinda hesitant to play Dargay, so I prefer Heatwave. Using Heatwave, it's more reliable. Still, I mean, he made the right call obviously because I don't have Kurt. But if I had Kurt, things would have been really different here. The opponent is probably not running Yrden. Maybe I'm mistaken because, you know, these are really odd inclusions. So, okay, we can get ready to do some points here. Like, let's use eavesdrop. Interesting. Okay, so this is a brick. So this is gonna go back to the end of the deck. I mean, if I play that, it's gonna be only... There are only 2 crimes in hand. Oh, nice that I'm not gonna throw the Safecracker again. Here comes Crimson Curse. So more food for Drill. Since there is a 3-point card here, I'm gonna put that for tip. Okay, so interesting. Will you be able to kill both of them? That's very unlikely though.
I only use 4 food, except sometimes
This could get locked.
fresh.
So if he plays one more natural selection here, I think he will. It's very interesting developments. Okay, he didn't. So the next play will probably be Yennefer. And that's gonna put everything on the front row to 3. And can't play Behemoth here. So if they all go to 3, I mean that's totally fine. The problem is, what do I play here? Jack is too ambitious. I'm just gonna play an awful Tavern Brawl here. Okay, I wasn't expecting this. I'm gonna clean the board anyway. Let's use them all. This is gonna get parasites, as expected. I'm gonna go to 9 coins and steal Dargay here.
Be smiling. Get serious.
You'll suffer the consequences of your foolishness.
This is even a better target. Because it's a drone. Although, I mean, he's not gonna play Behemoth. six targets, 8 targets, 8 units, 6. Your opponent could always increase the number of units. That's not gonna be enough to pass me, so I'm gonna pass here. So I think, you know, transferring Jacques to the final round is amazing. This is gonna be a 4-card round. I think I'm favored here. And I will probably play Jacques, just to put more points on the board as my first card. And let's pray that I draw. Well, actually I have Oneiromancy, so guaranteed. Bloody Good Fun is awful here. This is as good as it gets. I have Harold, I have Jacques, Oneiromancy. And this is gonna, Payday is gonna bring me points. That's pretty bad.
There'll be nothing to pick up when I'm done with you.
Well, I will try to decrease the number of units on the board. Unfortunately, I don't have any other targets for that. Portal. Does he have enough turns? I think he does. The remaining card could be a Heatwave. He didn't play the Heatwave yet. But what do I play here? I think I have to.
Gaze into my eyes.
There's no really point in, you know, increasing this. He's gonna Heatwave, he's gonna Heatwave. Gonna play for 12. Okay, that is Heatwave. This is even worse. Because, you know, I can make up a lot of points here. But he's gonna put 7 more points and it's gonna go up to 28. Still, this is the... Well, it could be running Curse of Corruption. But Dive and Knickers, so that's probably Heatwave. But I will lose Oneiromancy value here if I do that. Still, this is the correct one. Let's hope he didn't draw everything. Okay, that's great.
This one is really drained. Fetch me another.
So which card will bring me the most points? Probably this one. Well, I don't need ship anymore. Ooh, this was really an unwinnable matchup, but whew, I'm glad I persevered. Okay, so those were the games that I shared with you guys today, and that is going to increase my MMR, so I'm really close to 10k here, so hopefully I'll get it after I finish the recording here. And well, this was a pretty good deck. I'm sorry that we won't be able to play it anymore, but we'll probably see a different version of it with modifications, probably a devotion version. We'll see in a couple of days and how it will turn out. I'm pretty sure Syndicate will still be a powerful faction. And if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would really appreciate if you do that. And you know, having more viewers will bring more content from me. And thank you once again for your interest, and see you on another Duello video. Bye bye.